Hello. Wow. It's been a battle to try to go live from the country. Hi. How is everybody? It is just 2 minutes after 6 because it's been a little bit challenging, to say the least, to try to go live from my home studio out in the country. So it is 6 o'clock, and I'm going to do kind of a fun flow dedicated to love and devotion, which requires a lot of intensity and power as well. My name is Kristen McQuaid. We have nobody joining me yet. Wonderful. When you join, hi Sarah. If you wouldn't mind just letting me know you're here, I greatly appreciate it. How does it sound? Nice and metallic? So thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes. In fact, I think I'm going to move some of these bowls. To try to get it less metallic-y. Did that make a difference? Hi, Betty. So good to see that you're on with us. Marco, can you let me know the sound is, please? Is it okay? Is that too metallic-y?
No, sounds good.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Cassie. Yay! I am too. I'm super excited. So we're going to get started. I apologize for jumping on a little bit late. Believe it or not, it was a scramble to actually get it to go tonight. We're working on it. So my sincere apologies again if it sounds metallic-y. We're working on it. If we clip or we buffer. We have done almost everything that we can do to this point to get it to go so it doesn't clip or buffer. If it does, I will jump back on. If you wouldn't mind, also when you head out tonight, just letting me know how the sound was and how the clarity of the film was. Okay, so my name is Kristen McQuaid. I am the owner and director of the Space Yoga Studio. I am a 500-hour certified yoga teacher. In order to comply with our state shelter-in-place in California, I am teaching from my home studio. This class is kind of a fun flow. It is all about love and devotion, right? Love and devotion, which requires us to make some sacrifices, right? Just like we're all making right now. And to make sacrifices, kind of valiantly move through them, right? We need a lot of intensity and power and willingness to sacrifice. So this class is a collection of suggested movements. If you're currently experiencing physical ailments or injuries or are pregnant, you should consult your doctor before practicing. If you experience any pain during this practice, I recommend that you stop and lie down in a comfortable seated or reclined position and call your doctor. You acknowledge that participation in this online class may carry some risk of injury. You will not hold myself or the Space Yoga Studio liable for any injuries that may occur during this practice. So I'm going to do what Emily did so everybody can see this. Give you just a couple of moments. You can certainly screenshot this. In case you couldn't hear, you can see. Whoops. How's that? Much better. All right. Okay. All right. So, hey, Anthony, yay! I hope it doesn't clip on us tonight or buffer too long. All right. So let's get started, shall we? I am so excited for class tonight. I really need this. I should say one more thing. Excuse me. While all the classes are currently free, we are definitely asking for donations to pay our wonderful, amazing, talented teachers. And also because the studio is closed, I think like many of you know, I think many of you all have small businesses and are entrepreneurs like us. We still have the same bills. So anything helps. Anything definitely helps. Okay. All right. Let's start. I'd like to start out in a nice, comfortable seated position. Just taking a moment to allow your body to settle into itself, right? Allow the mind to quiet down. We'll turn the palms down. And maybe just take your hands over your legs and feel the texture of your pants or your skin, or where it feels kind of dense, where there's muscles, or a little firmer, where there's bones, a little softer. Lean back a little, allow the soft skin below the navel to be pulled towards the floor. Let the pelvic bowl expand, let the weight of the organs and the heaviness of the heart drop in, and let that ground you, the birthing and nourishing energy of Mother. Lean back a little, and then slowly undulate your beautiful spine to that sharp line. Right, we soften the heart on the way up. We breathe in the back of the heart. And on that exhale, we take the crown of the head high into ether as the sit bones drop into Mother Earth. 2 rounds of cleansing breath, filling up the whole body. So full breath in. Full breath out, let it all go. One more time. Another full breath in, breathing in the full circumference, right? 360, breathing in the whole body, every cell, every emotion, every fiber. And exhale, surrendering. Now the lips to find each other, and slowly bring the hands together in prayer pose, thumbs on the heart, and chin into the chest. And then we do that gesture of bowing in to honor ourselves first. And that gesture of honoring ourselves means that we are honoring the light inside of each other. Slowly blink the eyes open. Start to extend the arms long, turn the palms up, separate the fingers, scoop in what you need. Slowly bring the hands together in prayer pose. Clasp what you need in between the 2 hands, and then bring it to your heart, love, and devotion. Again, take the arms long, turn the palms up. Nice soft shoulders, nice sharp fingers. Separate the fingers, right? Separate the fingers and scoop up from the universe what you need. Clasp your fingers together, hold what you need, and bring it into your heart, honoring that quality of love and devotion in all of us. We're going to take our legs right out in front of us. So move so there's flesh of the flesh of the tush moves away so the sit bones are nice and even. I feel that music might be a little too loud. Finding ourselves in staff pose or Dandasana, right? And I think you guys all know this, but you're trying to stack and align all of the 12 weight-bearing joints. So in this case, it's the ankles and the knees and the hips. The hands are the distance of the shoulders, right? The belly pulls in and the toes turn in, so there's a conversation with the calf muscles. And then we think of the hinge at the hips, right, as a nice soft towel, not a sharp line, right? It's hard to find space when the body is tense, so it's a nice soft towel. And then we'll slowly walk our fingers wherever our fingers are going tonight, right? So I'm not using props, but I know all the teachers give you some wonderful suggestions. I've offered soup cans, there was offering for paper towels or things like that to bring the ground closer toward you. I'm trying not to use props because I know many of us don't have them. So you'll walk your hands to wherever the conversation begins in the hamstrings. And on the inhale, where you meet resistance, relish in it because it's an invitation for space. Roll out a little. On the exhale, slowly start to, just as we undulated the spine right into ether, now we're going to head it towards our toes. Where you meet resistance, relish in it. It's an opportunity, an invitation for more space. And on the exhale, forward fold a little more, but the toes turn in. They're active and not so robust that the heels lift off with just enough. Where you meet resistance, roll out a little. Pull the belly in and then undulate the spine into that sharp line like a wave crashes into shore. And then we stay here for 3 breaths, but keeping the head long. Don't drop. Like there's not a prize for getting low, it's a prize for feeling good. So getting long. Right? So even when we stand or we sit, right, the body is being compressed by gravity. Here we defy gravity and lengthen the spine. Press the heels in, pull the belly in, and do a slow roll out. Rise. We heat up fairly quickly because most of the classes now are going to be turned into 30, 35, maybe 45 minutes. My attention span, I don't know about yours, is hard to stay in a class online for longer than that. All right, so the heels are the distance of the sit bones. You're going to press the feet into earth, rise the hips up, press the shoulder blades together, pull the belly in, and then actively take the half moon shape of the hips towards the sky. You can drop your head back, unlocking your Dandara Bandha, right? Allowing prana to flow freely in the Vishuddha chakra, in the sixth chakra in the throat. And then inhale, pull the belly in strongly. You're going to slide your sit bones right past your arm bones or hand bones. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. And then once again, right back into that reverse tabletop. So the hips go high, the shoulder blades into the spine line. You can keep your head in line with the neck, or you can drop your head back, squeezing the inseam of the thighs right towards the midline without moving the legs. Take a breath. And then exhale, scoop the belly in. Press the sit bones past the arm bones and stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm warm. 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, right back into that reverse tabletop, and now we take the right leg up. Keep the hips in one line. You can point the lifted toe. You can't see mine, so I'm not, just kidding. You can point or you can flex it. Point or flex, you decide. Beautiful. Whatever you just chose to do, now point the toe. We're going to do the same thing. You're going to take your left leg straight and keep your right leg lifted. Stay with me for 3. This foot is lifted. 2, 1. Right back into that tabletop. Point the toe and switch. Press the hips high. Left leg lifts. Point or flex. Can you see that one? Maybe I better point it. Point or flex. Take a breath. Point the toe. Same thing. Pull the navel in. Articulate the movements. And then keep that left leg lifted for 3. Thighs are on fire. 2, 1. Right back into that reverse tabletop. Dropping the head back or not. One more breath. Beautiful. Exhale. Have a seat. Switch the crossing of your legs. Switch the crossing of your legs. Take the hands out in front of you. Turn the inner elbow points to face the top of the mat. Walk your hands forward just until the forearms drop on the floor. Then slide the forearms back into the shin bones. Forearms were here, and then now in front of the shin bones. Slide your left elbow in. Keep the sit bones nice and even. Right hand touches the front of your heart. And clasp the edge of your heart. Inhale. Lift the arm up. Find more space in your heart for things that you love, that you need. Good. Take the right palm, take it to the left side, and take your right arm all the way up and over to your up and over. And when you're ready, bend the elbow and touch lightly the back of the heart. Spike the elbow, spike the gaze, just like you would in Trikonasana. And then you're looking for this delicious space on your right side body. The masculine side. Lock Jalandhara Bandha. Send prana into the heart and into the lower 2 bandhas. And then slide the arm up. Maybe skin your cheek. Feel the deliciousness of your face. Drop your right elbow underneath your right shoulder. Spike your right elbow in. Spike your right elbow in. Go slow, right? Don't be in a hurry. Even if the class is short, we don't need to be in a hurry. Then I'm going to ask you to clasp your fingers like you're pulling the edge of your heart open, expanding love and devotion for yourself, for others that need you. Take your left arm all the way up. Turn your left palm to face the right, and then take your left arm to it's up and over. If you meet a wall, this is where you meet resistance. It's an invitation for more space. Slowly bend the elbow. Touch lightly the back of your heart. Soften the rhomboid, spike the elbow, spike the gaze, just like we would in Trikonasana. So the chin comes in ever so slightly, right? And that locking of the bandha, right, sends prana into the heart, right, into the navel. And then maybe slide the left hand nice and slow, touch lightly the left cheek, take the left arm all the way up. Drop the scapula into the left elbow underneath the left shoulder, drop the head. Beautiful. And then we'll slowly find ourselves right in tabletop. Right in tabletop. It's like Twister doing this. It's like Twister doing this. Okay, so sweeping the left knee in ever so slightly. Tuck your right toes and slide and work your right glute. Slide it all the way back. So not just a nice long press. Work the thigh, work the glute, work the calf, stretch the toes. Beautiful, and then rise it all the way to your all the way, wherever that is. So we're looking for space. Don't externally rotate it. I'm just trying to show you. Look for space in the front of the thigh, front of the piriformis. Okay, maybe into the breaths. Maybe lift up the left, and then take the heart over the thumbs. Get a nice stretch for the carpal tunnel. Soften the gaze to the short edge of the mat, and then lightly land the chin on the floor. If you can get your shoulder heads down on the floor, lovely. Take your hands down by your left knee. Point your right toe even more. On your exhale, bend your right knee. Really work the back of that right quad strongly. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Hold there, one more breath. Take the right leg all the way up, pull the navel in, draw bridge the right foot down. Right foot next to left foot, light melted heart pose. Slither the feet long like cobra, take a breath. On the exhale, Shalabhasana, open the heart. Reach the arms back by the feet, lift the legs up. One more breath. Beautiful. On the exhale, tuck the toes, hands underneath the shoulders, elbows spike back by the heel bones. Exhale, levitate, plank pose, 3 breaths. 2, 1. Right back onto our knees. So the knees are underneath the navel, tuck the left toe. Slide the left foot, stretch your mat, right? Stretch your mat like we're about to stretch the legs in opposite directions, like we're being stretched in many different directions than we planned on being stretched in. And then we'll take that left leg all the way up. Hard over the thumb. You can pick up that right knee if your mat is hard, your floor is hard, you can leave the foot on the floor. Soften the gaze, and then exhale. Unlock Jalandhara Bandha. Lightly land the chin, the shoulder head. Slide the right hand, left hand by the right knee. Take the left leg up. Spike the left toe, right? Let the light shine down on you, and then exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, actively work your whole back body to find space in your front body. 3 breaths. 2. Slowly rise the left leg. Lower it down by engaging the core. Right, move soft, slow, and sweetly. Right foot next to left foot. Light melted heart pose, 1 breath. And then slither the toes back, like Bhujangasana, take a breath. Exhale, Shalabhasana. Open the heart. Right, let some of the heaviness of the heart be melted by the sun's love. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, elbows right back, take a breath. Exhale, lift, levitate, plank pose, and then exhale. Downward facing dog, downward facing dog. Rooting deeply in that left foot, slowly rise your right leg all the way up, wherever all the way up is for you. When you get to your all the way, try a little more. Try a little more, so soften the left thigh, right? And then sharpen the right toes. On your exhale, stay low. You'll take the right foot all the way through. Drop the left knee, untop the left toe. Left hand stays low, right hand reaches forward. Reach the right arm forward. You're being stretched in 2 different directions. Take your right arm up. Reach for what you need. Clasp your fingers. Touch your heart, and then reach your hand behind you. Reaching for the blade edge of your foot. So try not to let the right knee fall open too much. Pull the navel in, right? Don't collapse into this. Right? You're actively working your low belly, you're actively working your low lumbar, and you're allowing your thigh to be somewhat soft while the bicep does a lot of work for you. So you lift the shoulder up, right? Open the heart, and then exhale. Bringing the heel bone towards the sit bone, wherever it needs to go. Staying with that sensation for 5 full breaths. We're really looking to find space on that left quad, for the left thigh, excuse me. And then right, closing shoulder blades, open collarbones, take the gaze up. Breathe into all of that delicious energy, prana that's pulsating through your body. 1 more breath. Beautiful. On the exhale, tuck the left toes, straighten the left leg. Take the right arm all the way up into a twisted runner's lunge. And then drop the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Step the right foot next to the left foot. Plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, rooting deeply in the hot energy. Slowly lift and levitate the top energy. When you get to the top, soften your shoulders, lengthen your arms. Maybe allow the front to melt to get the divine upload from Mother Earth. And then slowly take the left foot in between the hands. Drop the right knee on top of the right toe. Actively take your hips towards the top of the mat. Right hand stays low, left arm reaches long. You're stretching your body in two different directions. And then lift the arm up, clasp the fingers, take what you need from the universe. Take it to your heart and then extend your arm behind you, reaching for the blade edge of your foot. Blade edge of your foot. Actively working the pelvic bowl, right? Or actively working the low part of the torso, right? Not collapsing into it, right? Relish in the resistance. It's an opportunity for space. Maybe where you meet resistance, you come out a little. And on the exhale, there's a little bit more space for you. Right? I don't know, you do. Feel your body, move your body in a way that feels like it's creating that delicious space that you need. Lift the heart up, take the gaze up, take a breath. And then flex the back toe, straighten the back leg, touch lightly the front of the heart into that twisting left lunge. Drop the left hand underneath the left shoulder, big bend of the right knee, and it's a nice slow slide. The two toes touch. Feel the texture of your mat with your feet, with your fingers. Inhale, tuck the tail up. Find a mile between the head and the sit bones and the heel bones. And then exhale. Right, let the skull skim the floor, get heavy. Let gravity pull the weight of the head and the heart towards the floor. Let it spill out of you. Inhale, defy gravity, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, bind with gravity. Maybe grab in the back of the heels. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, giant bend in the knees. Open up the back of your heart. Waterfall your head and your hands. Press to the full circumference of the feet. Pull the belly in, right, as we defy gravity with our upper body and we bind with our lower body. Bring your hands together in prayer pose. Honor yourself, thumbs on the heart, tuck the tailbone. Rise the hands. Honor your future self. Honor your past self. Beautiful. And honor your present self. Good. Inhale, rising the arms all the way up. On the exhale, nice and easy. Nice soft towel. Don't muscle this. Right, let the density of the body, the heaviness in the heart, right, and all the heaviness in the head create space in the hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. You can float back, chaturanga dandasana. You can step back, plank pose. Doing whatever feels best for your body. Upward facing dog. On the exhale, downward facing dog. Rising the right leg all the way to your all the way again. You're going to walk your hands back to your left foot. Finding a place that feels like a split for you. Sharpen that lifted right toe, but soften the left toes. Left hand, if you want to play with your balance, for the outer edge of your left ankle. The navel is engaged, and half of your awareness is on your navel, and half of your awareness is on a soft drishti point, or as a student taught me, on everything else. So pull the navel in, steady the gaze. Let the heaviness of the body separate the flesh on the feet to support you. Oh boy. And then walking the hands all the way back. Stepping right foot next to left foot. Rising the left foot all the way to your all the way. Point the toe. Right, soften the right hamstring, sharpen the left toe. And then walking the hands to the right foot. Right, don't grip this, don't over muscle this, right? You'll shrink the foot and then there's less real estate to support you. Soften the kneecap, right? The contents of the head spill out. The heaviness of the heart anchor you into earth, right? So allowing the heaviness to be a benefit. And if you want to play with balance, right hand for the right ankle, left hand for the right ankle. Separate the toes. Don't over muscle this. Oh boy. Oh boy. And then walking the hands all the way back. Left foot next to right foot. Up and over on the shin bones. Take the feet wide. Virasana. Virasana. Couple of schools of thought here. You can roll the flesh of the calf away, or you can compress it. Right? There's a nerve that goes from the gut or from the belly down the leg. So it's said to be able to palpate or help you connect further with your intuitive body. Heading into a full Virasana, or we're here Virasana, you decide. Please engage the pelvic floor again. Don't collapse into the lumbar. Engage. Fingertips, toe tips find each other. Elbows spike in, just like we did at the beginning. Pressing the shoulder blades together, you can drop your head back. Please squeeze the inseam of the thighs towards the midline. Right? Pelvic bowl or low bellies engaged. And then we'll walk our hands if we have some more in us. And I realize this is kind of fast. If you have some more in us, right, allow the back of the heart to fall onto the mat. You can take your arms up and over and then reach for opposite elbows. Please squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the knees together. Not like to flatten it, but enough. Listen to your knees, please. Listen to your ankles, listen to your lower lumbar. And then close your eyes and listen to the contents, memos and messages of your beautiful heart. Full breath in. Full breath out. If you have your elbows crossed, undo and then redo so you have the non-dominant hand on top. Don't lose connection with your knees or with your feet. And if you need to come out at any time, please do that. We'll stay here for an hour. Just kidding. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. 2. Lovely. We'll spike the elbows back in right by our beautiful waist. The thumbs on the inner arches, 4 fingers on the blade edge. Press the elbows in, lift the heart out, take a breath. And then exhale, come all the way up. From here, we're going to separate our knees. You're going to take your fists, make 2 little fists, right? Take what you need. Bring together the yin-yang energy and then take your hands in between your knees. It looks like this. It looks hopefully like this. Okay. And then we're offering camel pose from here. Camel pose from here. So the 4 fingers come on the inner arches. The 4 fingers on the Ardha Chandrasana shape of your feet. The thumbs are on the blade edge. And it looks like this. It looks like this. You see that? All right. And again, engaging the pelvic floor, just like we've been doing the whole class, right? So the knees are in line with the hips. We're going to slowly start to peel ourselves up and open into our Ustrasana, even though it's not Wednesday. Camel pose. Is that kind of cheesy? Take a breath. Oh, yeah. Oh, I miss you guys so much. Drop the head back. Please press the half moon shapes of your hips to the short edge of your mat. Open up the front of your heart and let some of the heaviness drop out. Full breath in. Full breath out. You're going to take your right hand for your low back, the thumbs on the spine, the heel of the hand on the base of the ilium. We'll do the same thing with the left when we come up and out of Ustrasana. So delightful. Okay. Hands underneath the shoulders, roll over the toes, slow, sweet, and easy. Soft bend in the knees, let the sit bones separate, let the sit bones separate. Yeah, all right. We're going to root into that feminine energy with the left foot, and then we slowly rise. Feel the heel, right? Peel the oxygen away as you lift the right leg all the way to your all the way. When you get to your all the way, please go 1 more inch. Oh, right. Devotion to yourself and to your practice. Bend your knees, step your right foot all the way through or halfway through. Drop your left knee, we were here before. Untuck the left toe. Ardha Hanumanasana, we're going to straighten the right leg. Turn the toes in, and then again, hands at the distance of the shoulders. Forward, softly fold over the right leg. Turn the toes in, send the heel bone away. So looking for space right between this point and this point. Should feel good on your low lumbar. Ardha Hanumanasana, half-split pose. Not half the work though. And then slowly drop the right foot back onto the mat. Left hand underneath the left shoulder. We were here before. Stretch the body in 2 different directions. Reach the arm up. Take what you need. Touch it, bring it to your heart. Take your right arm behind you. Bend your left knee again. Open your heart, bring your heel down towards your sit bone. It might feel a little sweeter this time. Some of you might need more, and you're going to take your gaze right in between your left hand and the inner arch of your right foot. Bend your left elbow back. I know this sounds kind of kooky and it's hard to see, but if I twist out of it, it would be bad. And then you're going to slowly bow and bend forward, allowing the third eye to land lightly on Mother Earth. Let the weight of the skull flatten the bridge of the nose, breathing all the way into that back left toe. Exhale, let it all go. Actively work the pelvic floor, don't collapse. Full breath in. Full breath out. You're going to straighten the left arm, drop the left foot, take the right hand underneath the right shoulder, back into our Ardha Hanumanasana. Maybe we're staying here, or now we're going to stretch the legs in 2 different directions, even further. So if you've got your sticky mat like I do, mine's fairly new, you're going to find a mile between your right foot and your left foot. Go slow, right? We're not in a hurry, no hurry at all. We're here on our mats all practicing together. Bending your Hanumanasana, your version. You're trying to get the half moon shape of the hips to mimic or mirror the short edge of your mat. Okay? I've got a wall next to me, it's always hard to practice here. You can take your arms up and then honor the differences in the Shiva Shakti energy and then honor how they work together. Touch lightly your third eye. And then if you're up for it, forward folding, honoring all of the wisdoms and all of the teachers that came before you. Take a full breath in. Woo! Feel the juiciness in that right leg. You're ready to come out, hands underneath the shoulder. Some of you might have a back bend or a big back bend, and then you're going to bend your left knee and then try to bring your head to your toe. I don't know, something like that. We'll tuck that back left toe. Is that your left toe? Yeah, tuck the back left toe. You're going to plug the right thigh bone and use your core strength into that nice slow slide-ish all the way back. Downward facing dog. Oh, my right leg is so long. Breathing deeply in the ha energy, slowly lift the ta energy. Separate the toes. Feel your beautiful bodies move for you. Find a mile between the crown of the head and the lift of the toe. On the exhale, slowly slide the left foot. Maybe help it. Sometimes we need a little hand from our friends. Set up a song. Drop the right knee. Good. Untuck the right toe. Straighten the left leg. Turn the left toes in. Ardha Hanumanasana again. Hands the distance of the shoulders. You're trying to get the 2 half moon shapes of the hips, the full moon shape of your navel, whether it's an innie or an outie, to mirror the top of your mat. Okay? So the body's going to want to tilt over to the left. Try not to let it. Right? So if you take your right hip slightly back, your left hip will auto-correct forward. Right? So just bring that right hip back ever so slightly, right? And then allow the beautiful weight of your torso, right, to find softness and space in your left hamstring. Turn the left toes in enough, right? Not like. We want resistance, right? That is an invitation for space, right? We want a conversation, right? Let it begin. Listen. Maybe we drop the foot and bring it back, right? We deepen the conversation. The left foot drops on the floor, the right hand underneath the right shoulder. The left arm goes forward, high. Take what you need. Touch the heart. Bend the back right knee. Take the blade into the right foot. Bring the heel bone closer towards the sit bone. Ish. Maybe this is where you have your belt loop or your robe strap or your husband or your child is helping you. Whatever works, just please peel your heart open and thank your beautiful bodies for doing all the work that it's doing for you here and all day, every day. And if you have more or need more, take your gaze towards the floor and then Bow and bend in, allowing the third eye to then lighten. Allowing the weight of the skull to flatten the nose. Breathe all the way into that right toe. Right, we can use our breath in so many ways, but in this case, I'll invite you to release some of the emotional toxins, some of the pent-up energy, fear, doubt that I know that we are all having in some capacity. And then we'll slowly unwind those.